Omkar, Shriya, Harsh and Sayani, welcome to the Firstpost Show in association with Vespa. Omkar, you've been around when you were a kid. You've done quite a few interesting movies. And then you came back in Pyar Ka Panchnama 2. Then we have Shriya, who's the fangirl. And Harsh here is...
Ruthless.
Ruthless, na? From Gwalior, you ran off to Delhi. Then you did a few tints in Telugu. And now you did your Bollywood debut in Sanam Teri Kasam. And Sayani here, you've been around for a bit.
Yeah, well, 4 years.
Yeah, with an interesting movie in Margarita with a Straw, and again one more fangirl, right?
Yeah.
Now you guys tell me, the first time you sort of broke it to your parents that, you know, this is what you want to do in your life.
I was in Delhi after, like, for college, and then I was working, and I was doing theatre, and I was primarily a dancer. But all I wanted to do actually all my life was become an actor. And my mother was always very opposed to the idea of me acting. And Bollywood also, like, really, it was like porn in my house, you know, you couldn't watch many films. But anyway, so after, I think, when I was working in Delhi, there's something inside me which sort of kept eating into me because I was really tired of living an uninspired life. And then I sort of decided that, okay, this is what I want to do. And I wanted to go to the FTI. And once I, you know, cleared the exams, and there were 3 rounds of selection, and once I got through, I told my mother, and I broke the news, and she said, I'm going to commit suicide. I'm going to write your name in the suicide note. And I said, listen, like, calm down. I'm only going to film school.
Harsh, of course, you ran away to Delhi when you were 16.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
No, but we never knew, we weren't so clear, and we didn't have this word called actor. It was never an option in any career list. The lists consisted of doctor, engineer, or a shopkeeper, a shop owner. Because Gwalior runs like that, the society works like that. So I did not understand any of that, and I could not express what I really want to do. I had a blurred kind of a picture that it should be something like this. So that got me out of Gwalior. And I ran away when I was 14. I got caught, got back. Then my sister gave me that look that ye rukega nahi type.
You actually ran away?
Yeah. So then I went to Delhi. Then the first thing you need when you're out of your house is food.
Yeah.
For that you need money, for which you need education, which I didn't have. So I started work. I looked for a job which is the first job that was available, which was working in the PCU. Then I worked in the STD booth. Because my handwriting was very good, I used to be the best logbook recorder. And I got promoted to a cyber cafe because the cyber cafe guy saw the register. He was really impressed. He was like, "Tum ye kaam mere yahan karo. I'll give you 20 rupees per day." Jahan mujhe 10 rupees milte. So that's Delhi, and then I came to Bombay, and then.
Well, my case is a little different. I didn't run away. And I think for me, I always knew that I don't want to do anything predictable, which is why it would have been so predictable, star daughter wanting to become an actor. So I genuinely, and I know a lot of celebrity children say this, I had no plans of becoming an actor.
Oh, really? Oh.
No plans. In fact, I was doing everything else. I was a competitive swimmer. I was all set to train for the Olympics, but after 10 years, I sort of stopped that. It was when I was really young. And then I was just pursuing different things. I was doing Kathak professionally, and I was all set to go to the US to study further. And then I somewhere realized that I want to be part of stories in one way or another. I knew that I would be part of filmmaking in one way or another because I also direct. So I started making films, and I was assisting people. And organically, somewhere, I think it just happened because if it's in your DNA, I mean, it's just going to happen, I think, you know.
Omkar,
Yes.
I want to know after your break what happened, the major gap.
I surprisingly left it at my peak in my childhood career. Actually, there were things, you know, there was a rage after Masoom, and you know, they knew this boy, oh, okay, that's your boy, and blah. But that was my parents' decision, you know, and even I felt that, you know, okay, So cool. I was doing it as a hobby. You know, it wasn't like a thing. It just turned good for me. It turned the way my career turned in my childhood career which was great.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're acting as a child, there is no method or there is no I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. It's just what you're feeling and what the director is saying and what the vibe is, and you just go with the flow, that kind of thing. Actually, I did pulled a trick on my parents. Actually, what I said was that there is a 4-month vacation in between, you know, now. So let me do one thing. Let me just start assisting in direction for some time, because you know it's going to be helping me in future, because I want to get back to acting. So for that time, so I started assisting Ahmed Khan in direction as an AD, as a 10th AD actually, and started with that and realized that okay, here is my playground. Here is what I feel. This a film set is what you know excites me. So after 4 months, as expected by them and by myself, I didn't go back to the college, and I continued assisting the film.
Tell me about the funniest auditions that you've given.
There are funny, I'm telling you, I won't take names, but there are funny and hilarious and stupid casting directors also that exist.
Shriya?
I know when I was in the washroom of the audition place, and there were a bunch of girls, and I was just getting in, I wanted to change, and all of these girls were looking into the mirror and sort of rehearsing the lines all together.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it was all so passionate, and I was like, aren't they getting distracted by aloud? They're all
Why
like,
did you shoot it?
and I just looked, and I just turned, and I just left, and I said, I'll change later. So at every audition, कभी ना कभी ऐसे characters तो मिलते ही हैं.
बहुत characters हैं.
बहुत, like myself.
नहीं वो उसमें voice भी change हो जाता है ना और एकदम थोड़ा सा flex होता है.
Unfortunately, I'm not been to a lot of auditions. Yeah.
Oh, star.
Yeah. मुझे तो नहीं करना पड़ा.
नहीं, वाकई में नहीं करना पड़ा. और मैं पहला जो टीवी का भी मुझे ऑडिशन था, वो मेरा रूममेट था आकाश, और वो जा रहा था, तो वो रोज जाता था, 2-3 बार जाता था. तो मैं कुछ फटी हुई जीन्स चप्पल पहन के महाड़ा में, तो मैंने कहा सही है ये, तो कहते आप ऑडिशन. मैं कहा नहीं, यहाँ एसी नहीं चल रहा है. स्टोरी में एसी में मेरा फोकस था सर. तो उन्होंने कहा आप ऑडिशन तो दो. तो फिर मैंने किसी का चश्मा उठाया, बड़ा गंदा सा लाउड सी, मैंने गंदी सी एक्टिंग वहाँ पे करी. तो मुझे 1 महीने बाद कॉल आया कि आपका हो गया. तो और जिस शो के लिए हुआ था वो शो कभी टेक ऑफ ही नहीं हुआ. तो 6 महीने बाद उनका कॉल आया कि लेफ्ट राइट लेफ्ट करके एक शो हमारा है, तो आप करेंगे. तो मैंने कहा जरूर करेंगे, क्योंकि शाहरुख सर ने भी किया था फौजी. तो मुझे ये पता नहीं था कि
That was the line.
एक कोई कनेक्ट रहेगा.
Sayani?
I have a very funny story. It was the first time actually I ever went for an audition. It was an ad audition. I went and there were 3-4 like models sitting, and I looked at their faces. And I was like, what am I doing here? You know, मुझे तो मतलब मेरे तो झाड़ू देने लायक भी नहीं.
You mean more, Sayani?
No. But you know, I didn't own any makeup, so I started doing these auditions without makeup until one day I was sent back home कि जाओ makeup करके आओ. मैं बोला मेरे पास तो है नहीं, मैं खरीद के मेकअप करके आऊँ. एक्टर्स कैसे बोलोगे मेकअप क्यों ना. So one of these auditions I went, and so the same audition, okay. So I went and ऐसे air hostess का कुछ तो role था. So Munish Sharma actually is now a friend of mine, but he was the casting director, and he said, okay, you go change, and you know the shirt and skirt kept inside. I was like अच्छा ठीक है. एंड मेरे बगल में जो लड़की बैठी थी वो एकदम ना प्रॉपर बाल करके एकदम एयर होस्टेस ही लग रही थी. मैंने बोला यार इसको तो पहले से पता था एयर होस्टेस का वो है. वेरी गुड. सो एनीवे आई वेंट इन. सो देयर वाज अ शर्ट हैंगिंग and some like skirts and all. So I went in. This shirt was stinking. Okay, like it was really stinking. I'm like, my God, ये सब करना पड़ता है. So I wore that shirt and वो skirt पहन के बाहर आई. And this girl who was giving the auditions, she was facing the camera, and camera के पीछे मैं थी. And she's giving the audition in the middle of her line. She's like, "That's my shot." I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "I'm really sorry. I was like, "Bloody, your shirt really stinks, man." Like,
I don't want to wear it.
Yeah.
But haven't you had those auditions where the casting director, one of those sleazy ones, are like, "Oh, why don't you come home? Let's meet."
Never. That's what he was saying. Na? Things are really streamlined now, and thanks to this whole thing of casting directors, and see, everyone now is either they want you for the work, Or they don't want you. I don't know. Why are you looking at him?
No, he has a
He has a story. I'm
He's
sorry.
waiting.
he has
He's
a
really good
he has a
looking guy.
faint smile going on. I could
I don't know about the Telugu industry, but I've never, ever.
never. Oh.
I've heard people have, but even I
Yeah,
haven't.
I've not even heard of stories.
Now the camera is on Harshvardhan Rane.
He has
Tell us some stories.
He's been Harsh. He'd been blushing away. Look at him! Look at him!
Batao.
I enjoy that space. I think.
Of casting director saying, "Oh, why don't you come home?"
Not come home. I've experienced once कि अच्छा paper fish shirt जो normal होता है. अच्छा, let's see your legs because you need strong legs for that ad, you know. So, मेरे को
But this is a
पहले
guy or a girl?
Guy. मैं अच्छा. But you kind of, I don't know, I can't believe that I enjoyed that space. So I was like, okay.
This is our Do You Vespa segment of the show, where you know Vespa is a young brand. They have
I love Vespa.
I love Vespa.
Yeah,
I want
Vespa.
one. Will they give me one?
I love
I want
that
the
color.
yellow one.
Is that color like there's a Vespa
Yeah,
in this
yeah,
color?
it's a lighter,
There's a-
lighter
yeah.
yellow. It's
Lemon
beautiful.
yellow, yeah.
I
And there's
really
a
want
Vespa
it.
in that color also.
Lighter.
Can we
There's
get
Vespa
one?
in all possible.
Will they give us?
I'll
more
definitely
Vespas?
send you miniatures of
Where-
Vespa to your houses.
Not
Definitely.
miniature.
I'll definitely.
I'll take
They're
you
also
for a ride
Vespa.
on that.
He'll give you one.
Make you sit on it.
Anyway, so Vespa is the young brand. They have something that they're very proud of is they have accepted change, but they sort of stick on to their values no matter what. So is there one quality of yours that has not changed no matter what?
Humility.
Harsh?
I think my gut feeling, because I'm not, my IQ is not very high, but my EQ is really, really strong. I just catch some
very
vibrations
important.
from the room I can pick up from that person sleeping over there. So that I've kept it intact and I don't let anybody bother it.
I think to add to that, gratitude.
Mm.
I think no matter what, I'm always grateful, and I think seeking also. I'm always wanting to learn.
Yeah.
That's a skill I know that will always come handy to me because I never stop learning.
Yeah, I think it's you know the hunger to learn actually, and with me I think it's always been since I was by default kind of started early. So my passion for what I do is always been very, very high.
This is the Firstpost Show, and we're gonna play this game called Beer Flip Cup.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, now this is how the game works. You chug the beer and you flip it. The first person to chug and flip both the cups wins. Now,
You put it on
no,
the
you
edge
can't.
and do
You
it,
do that one by one. Okay, one after.
Achha,
Yeah,
on the edge.
yeah.
You
Chug
drink
it,
it
put it
at
to the
the
edge,
edge and-
flip it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, I got one.
No, do it.
Hey, where are you going?
You name.
Aye. What the?
What?
Oh my God.
Okay.
No.
So there are. I think.
Sorry.
I got one.
I'm the messiest.
Yeah.
Crime.
There was a lot of juice, man.
Oh.
You got.
Okay. So basically you.
Yeah, I just got
You lose.
one.
You
I
cut
didn't get the other one.
cut some marks for messiness.
Yeah. No.
No, but that's quite neat, yeah.
No.
Very well done. Let's clap for Harsh, guys. Let's do this. Omkar, Shriya, Harsh, and Sayani, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank
This
you,
was the
guys.
Firstpost Newcomers edition in association with Vespa.
I love Vespa.
I love
I want my Vespa.
No, but-
We want a Vespa.
I want the blue one.
Thank you, guys. It was so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.